Hey, what's up, guys? It's Dr. Spoon, and today the Herblore update came out in Runescape, expanding the skill cap for Herblore to level 120, and with it we got a lot of new items, not just potions, but also new item types relating to Herblore. So I wanted to go through them with you. I wanted to kind of discuss what stuff we're getting with this update, and what my thoughts on it are, and what maybe some of the implications of the update is. So really quick to get started, let's just do a quick overview of what we're going to talk about. So first of all, Herblore's maximum level, the skill cap has gone up to 120, and with it, some of the main things they've done is added a thing called Primal Extract. We have a new potion type. We have bombs now, potion bombs, and also another potion type called Power Bursts. We also have new potions that range from level 55 to 119 Herblore. They're adding something called a Blessed Flask. And then later on, we're going to go through a list of all the new potions and levels that they've introduced with this update. And then after you get all the information about the update, I'm going to kind of give you my thoughts on it and kind of go into more detail on what some of these updates may mean for us as players. So first of all, Primal Extract is the big thing that they've added into this. The way you get it is from new fruits that they introduced with the 120 farming update, which also came out today. Some of these fruits you have to grow in Anachronia. Some of them you can grow around the world, but essentially you extract Primal Extract from them, and you can get what's called, I believe it's a mega harvest from these fruits, and that's how you get the Primal Extract. You're gonna need Primal Extract for most, if not all, of the post 99 potions. I did take a look through my skill guide in the game, and it looks like you will need Primal Extract for any potion between level 100 to 120. What they've done with this update and with Primal Extract is they're really trying to force the Herblore skill to rely mutually on the farming skill, and we'll talk about that more in depth later. Next thing is potion bombs. I'm kind of excited for these. It's an area of effect ranged weapon that you can create using bomb vials, and I don't have much info on them because the update literally came out today, a few hours ago, and Jagex has decided to let us, the players, figure out what these bombs do. I'm assuming there's stuff like defense weakening, probably stun bombs that can stun your opponent, whoever you're fighting, whether it be a monster, maybe even in PvP. We'll see about that. But we don't have much info yet on potion bombs. Once we get more info on this update, I will go more in depth on another video on all the stuff that we got. Also, they added in power bursts. These are a 4 to 10 second buff that are supposed to be super powerful according to the update article that they put out. And this uses a special kind of vial called a power burst vial. And again, Jagex is letting us figure it out. And there's a video right here that I pulled from their Twitter of what power bursting looks like. So you drink it and you just you charge up and you get a 4 to 10 second buff. I'm sure I want to say that it might be, like combat stat boosts or something, but I don't really know. We have some names of the power bursts, so we maybe from that draw a conclusion on what they might do. But again, they're letting us figure it out, so we don't really know what these all do yet. So some of the new potions that they highlighted in this update that we got some information on is going to be, the first one's the Potion of Harvest. Essentially, this turns harvested fruits into those mega harvests we talked about earlier that were added with the 120 farming update. And this helps you acquire Primal Extract faster and easier. Also, they have added what's called an Elder Overload. So you have to use Primal Extract, a Supreme Overload 6 dose, and Fell Stalk, and it'll give you a plus 21 level boost to your combat stats, and it requires 106 Herblore. I think your regular overload, and I may be off a little bit on this, but regular overloads, I believe, boost you by 15 to 16 levels plus 4%. So this is a really big boost. And then they have also added an Elder Overload Salve, which has the same benefits as Elder Overload, but it has extra benefits on top of it, which include Prayer Point Restoration, Poison Removal and Immunity, and also Dragonfire and Wyvern Fire Protection. It's made just like an Elder Overload, except instead of using a Supreme Overload, use a Supreme Overload Salve instead. They've also added in a really cool potion called the Charming Potion. It increases the summoning charm drop rates you get for 6 minutes. You make it with 4 blue charms, 4 crimson charms, 4 green charms, 4 gold charms each. Also, you have to use Spark Chitin and Primal Extract for this potion as well. Another new one they added in is called Spiritual Prayer. You can combine prayer and summoning potions into crystal flask by using a prayer potion and summoning potion mixed with primal extract into that crystal flask. Also, they added extreme prayer potions, which I'm actually really excited about. I've been thinking they needed to do this for a while. It's just a step above super prayer. Also, weapon poison plus. The only thing I can really say, it's another plus of poison. I think you kind of get it. Then they added in cooking potion, super cooking potion, and extreme cooking potions. These will boost your cooking levels. And the reason they added this is because they want you to use these potions in conjunction with the new farming crops so that you can make primal foods and primal feasts. I believe primal feasts take about 115 cooking to make, and so they added potions in for Herblore that can boost you up to 115 cooking so you can make those feasts. And that brings us to the Blessed Flask. I'm a little confused as to what this is. I think I have an idea of how it's going to work. Again, the update just came out today, so not everybody, the information hasn't really been put out there yet. But creating a Blessed Flask requires 118 Herblore. It is untradeable. And it also requires 96 crafting. This actually is not a potion. It's an item. It's a high-level item you can make with Herblore. What Jagex said that making these Blessed Flasks involve high-end ingredients and harmonic dust. It's going to be very involved to make. And then I took a look at the skill guide in the game, and you're going to have a Blessed Flask shell, which I assume is why you need 96 crafting. Glorious Silvthril Chain, Holy Elixir, Holy Water, 5 Light Cores, 5 Holy Overload 6s, 5 Extreme Prayer 4s, and 500 Positive Energy. The Blessed Flask restores 500 prayer points when you use it, which is pretty high. It's not that much higher than what you get from a Super Restorer Prayer Potion, but the kicker with the Blessed Flask is you can charge it with Extreme Prayer Potions. So I don't know how many charges this thing holds, but I'm assuming this is a really beneficial item and it was introduced to save inventory space when you go bossing or when you go fighting for a long time doing PVM. That's the only way I really see the 500 prayer points being worth it with all that you have to do to create this flask, is if you can, say, charge it with 12 extreme prayer doses instead of only having 6 to that flask. So we'll see what this is. There wasn't much info on the wiki at the point that I'm making this video, so I don't really know how much you can charge this, but I think it's going to be a really cool, useful item that saves you inventory space. And obviously you get a lot more prayer points out of it. And then, of course, the Master Cape. So they listed the benefits with this update. Pretty much the Master Cape will instantly clean all grimy herbs in your inventory, but you do not get any XP rewarded for this. Also, the Master Cape will allow you to create batched overloads, supreme overloads, and elder overloads 5 at a time using the ingredients from all 4. The way they worded this is a little funky, so I think I got it right how it works. Pretty much, from my understanding, is you have all the raw ingredients for each of those 3 potions, Overload, Supreme, and Elder Overload. And then you can say, hey, I want to make Elder Overloads, and your Herblore interface, your skilling interface will queue up those Elder Overloads, and it'll make the overloads, make 5 of them, make 5 Supreme Overloads, and then it'll make 5 Elder Overloads. That way you don't have to sit there and make the overload and then click and blah, 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 make the Supreme Overload and then make the Elder Overload. And I think that's a really good reward. Some people might think that's a little easy scape, but when you get 120, the next milestone is kind of 200 mil XP, and I think being rewarded batching potions like this, high level potions, is actually a really good reward that will make people who do want to hit that 200 mil XP mark want to want to actually achieve it and feel rewarded and motivated to get that 120 cape. So this one's going to be fun, this part. I'm going to literally go through, list all the new potions and the levels for them. In the description, there should be timestamps for where you can go in the video. So if you want to skip this portion, I understand. You can find this information on the RuneScape website. They have a list of all the items that have been added with this, but we'll go through them. So at level 55, you unlock Cooking Potion. 79, you unlock Super Cooking Potion. Both of those boost your cooking levels. At 95, you get Potion of Harvest. At 99, Poison Bomb. Level 100, Weapon Poison plus. At level 101, you get both Sticky Bombs and Poison Bomb Recipe Improvement 1. At level 102, you get Charming Potions. At level 103, you unlock Vulnerability Bombs. And I think Poison Bomb Recipe 2 is unlocked at 103 as well. And also at 103, you get Sticky Bomb Recipe Improvement 1. 104, you get Extreme Cooking Potions. 105, you get Power Burst of Vitality. Also at 105, you get Sticky Bomb Improvement 2 and Vulnerability Improvement 1. At 106, you get Elder Overloads. 107, Elder Overload Salve. Also at 107, you get Vulnerability Improvement 2, Power Burst of Vitality Improvement 1. And then at 108, you unlock Power Burst of Master Stroke. 109, you get Power Burst of Sorcery. Also at that level, you get Power Burst of Vitality Improvement 2. At level 110, you get Spiritual Prayer Potion. You also get Master Stroke Improvement 1. At 111, you unlock Power Burst of Acceleration. I'm assuming that either restores run energy, which I don't think it will, or more likely it actually makes you move faster for a period of time. So I'm excited to see that. Also at 111, you get Power Burst of Sorcery Improvement 1. At 112, you get Power Burst of Master Stroke Improvement 2. And then at 113, you get both Power Burst Sorcery Improvement 2 and Power Burst of Acceleration Improvement 1. At 114, you get Power Burst of Feats. Don't know what that's going to be. At 115, you get Power Burst of Overkill. You also get Acceleration Improvement 2. Level 116, Power Burst of Feats Improvement 1. At 117, you get both Extreme Prayer Potions unlocked and Power Burst of Overkill Improvement 1. At 118, you get the ability to make I did it again, Blessed Flask. I don't know why I said flax. Something was wrong with me when I was typing this. And also at 118, you get Power Burst of Feats Improvement 2. At 119, Power Burst of Overkill Improvement 2, and then at 120 you get True Skill Mastery. There's actually no unlock or extra item you get at 120, but you get rewarded with a really cool cape. So here are my thoughts. First of all, what I'm really seeing from this, and I don't have video out yet on the farming update, but after reading both the Herblore update and the farming update information, it seems like they really want you to use both high-level farming and Herblore in conjunction with each other. There's a lot of Anachronia-related content that's being added into Herblore, so I feel like they're really trying to get people to use Anachronia. I have not personally used it since release, so I don't know if it was kind of a piece of content that ended up dead on arrival or not, and they're trying to give people a reason to utilize it. I'm not sure what the reason is, but it really does seem like they're trying to get you to use both of these skills together, which makes a lot of sense. Growing the stuff you need to make potions that require plants. I mean, you want to farm them, right? And then cooking boosts. High level cooking, from what I'm seeing, is now going to be dependent on Herblore. And what I mean by high level cooking is cooking beyond level 99. They're wanting you to use cooking potions so that you can boost your cooking to 115 and cook primal feasts. Also, 99 cooking is needed for primal starter, primal main, and primal dessert. And those are cooked all together to make the primal feast. So I thought it was kind of weird that they want you to jump from 99 to 115 to cook the primal feast. And so to fix that, they added in these cooking boosts, which is cool because it'll help players while they're training not burn food probably at lower levels. But I'm also wondering if they're gearing up or testing for a possible cooking update in the future, depending on how feasts go. because we're getting these better overloads, because we're getting these power bursts and these bombs, which we don't really know how powerful those are yet, I have a feeling that, and I'm pretty sure I'm right on this, is that these new potions between 100 and 120 Herblore are going to open the door for even more challenging bossing in the game. And so I think because of that, they're trying to lay the groundwork to add in 120 cooking, to increase the skill cap to 120 for cooking, so that people can cook higher level foods. And 115 is kind of a nice, middle ground there for them to test out on, see if people use these primal feasts, what the feedback is, and then possibly introduce all new foods and stuff between 99 and 120 for cooking. So I wouldn't be surprised to see a cooking update in the years to come. Then my thoughts on Elder Overloads. So these can boost your combat stats from 99 to 120. It has a 21 level combat stat boost. It seems a little overpowered now, but I think it was put in place so that they can introduce even more high-level PVM. That kind of seems to be the route they're going these days, is they're introducing harder and harder bosses, and the content seems to kind of be evolving around that concept. These Elder Overloads are also resource intensive to create, and I really think they should be. They should be costly because you get a really great benefit from them. I mean, adding 21 levels on all your combat stats, that's insane. It should be resource intensive, and I like that they're probably still non-tradable items. And then my thoughts on the Charming Potion, yes, finally, a potion to boost the rate at which charms are dropped. I'm so glad. This is probably the best potion in my opinion, and I really wish they had super and extreme charming potions, but alas, they don't. Okay. That is it. I feel like I tore through this, but honestly, I don't think I did. This is turning out to be about a 20-minute video, and I'm really glad at how much ground we covered on this update. I know I don't have a lot of in-depth information on the update yet. Not many people do. The information just hasn't been distributed and swapped between enough people yet for us to know what all these new potions do and everything. But I think it was a good update. All in all, I know I saw some people who said that they were saying, oh, the community doesn't want 120 Herblore or farming. They don't want this. I think that this is a good update. I think it added a lot of useful content. I didn't see anything pending what these power bursts and what these potion bombs do. I didn't see anything that was kind of pointless. And I think that's because they tied farming and Herblore together in this update so strongly that you see a use behind stuff like the cooking potions, and then your combat boosters you see use behind, and the extreme prayers you can charge a blessed flask with. So I think it's a solid update. I think it's paving the path for them to introduce more high-level bossing, which I guess is a good thing. I think there's a lot of neglect to mid-level content, but a lot of the players are higher level, and getting to those higher levels is getting faster and faster for everybody, because I think that's what the game wants. I think it wants people to get to that high level content, and to keep the economy going and to keep things fresh in the game, they're going to have to add new bosses, new items, and this is a great way to start getting ready for years of new bosses and new challenges in the game. I think this really lays the groundwork for good content in the future. Pretty soon we'll have a video out about the farming update as well, and I'm also going to be making a video about the Yak Track. It's the premium pass that they're doing right now. Based on their last article, it looked like it was going to replace Treasure Hunter temporarily. I don't think that's the case, but we'll go over that in another video. I appreciate everybody who stuck around for this and hung around until the end. And I need to say a big thank you to you guys, because we hit our first 100 subscribers and we got a custom URL with YouTube now. I've been wanting one for a while, youtube.com/Dr. Spoon. If you haven't already, hit that subscribe button and hit the notification bell thing so you get notified anytime a video comes out. And leave a comment about what you think about this Herblore update, because I would love to hear your opinions. And if you know what any of these power burst potions or anything do, leave it in the comments for us. We got to know. We got to see what these things do. You can catch me on Twitch, twitch.tv/TheDrSpoon. Instagram and Twitter are both at TheDrSpoon. And I never know how to end these things, so I'm just going to end it with a peace.